Welcome to Space Mysteries, your trusted source for breaking headlines, global insights, and sharp analysis from around the world. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. August 8, 2025 marks a turning point in American trade policy. President Trump has unveiled sweeping new tariffs targeting key U.S. trading partners. The administration claims these measures will protect American industries and generate billions in revenue. Not all nations are treated equally. Mexico gets a temporary exemption, while countries like Canada, Brazil, and Switzerland face steep increases. This selective approach is shaking up global trade, forcing countries to scramble for exemptions. The tiered tariff system is fundamentally altering international economic relationships. Many nations are now urgently negotiating with the U.S. to avoid economic fallout. The administration frames this as part of its America First strategy, prioritizing domestic jobs and production. These tariffs are designed to pressure other countries into making concessions. The ultimate aim, a level playing field for American workers and companies. The U.S.-Canada lumber dispute is decades old, stretching back to the early 1980s, and even before. It's a story of two neighbors, deeply connected by trade, but often at odds over the forests that blanket their shared continent. At its heart, the conflict is rooted in claims of unfair competition and accusations that one side is gaining an advantage at the expense of the other. American producers argue Canadian lumber is subsidized by government policies, allowing it to be sold at artificially low prices in the U.S. market, undercutting American businesses and threatening jobs. This has led to repeated cycles of tariffs, legal challenges, and trade battles, with each side defending its own interests. The Softwood Lumber Agreement, signed in 2006, once stabilized the market and brought temporary peace. But when it expired in 2015, old tensions quickly reignited. Without a new deal in place, U.S. mills claim they're threatened by a flood of cheap Canadian imports, putting American jobs and communities at risk. The core issue is how timber is sourced. In Canada, most timber comes from public land, with prices set by provincial governments, which the U.S. sees as a form of subsidy. In contrast, U.S. timber is largely harvested from private land, where prices are determined by the open market, leading to higher costs for American producers. The U.S. government views Canada's system as an unfair advantage, justifying the imposition of duties and tariffs on Canadian lumber imports. The latest tariff hike is just another chapter in this ongoing saga, with each new round of duties sparking fresh debate and uncertainty. Both countries have powerful industries at stake. Lumber is vital to Canada's economy, supporting thousands of jobs and entire communities, especially in rural areas. In the U.S., affordable lumber is crucial for home building, construction jobs, and national economic security, making the stakes high on both sides of the border. The dispute remains unresolved, making lumber a persistent flashpoint in U.S.-Canada relations, and a symbol of the challenges in balancing free trade with domestic interests. Finding a lasting solution is difficult, as both sides remain deeply entrenched, ensuring continued friction and uncertainty for workers and businesses. For now, the cycle of conflict and negotiation continues, with each round of talks watched closely by industry, government, and workers alike. The lumber issue is far from settled, and its outcome will shape the future of North American trade for years to come. The U.S. has sharply raised tariffs on Canadian lumber, now totaling over 25%. This significant increase has sent shockwaves through the lumber industry, affecting not only producers but also builders and consumers across North America. The move comes after a detailed review by the U.S. Commerce Department, which concluded that Canadian lumber producers were selling their wood at prices considered unfairly low, a practice known as dumping. This has long been a point of contention between the two countries. As a result, the anti-dumping duty was raised dramatically, from 7.66% to 20.56%. This duty specifically targets what the U.S. government calls unfair pricing practices that undercut American competitors and threaten domestic jobs. In addition, a separate countervailing duty, currently set at 6.74%, is designed to offset what the U.S. sees as unfair subsidies provided by the Canadian government to its lumber industry. These subsidies, according to U.S. officials, give Canadian producers an artificial advantage in the marketplace. Together, these tariffs create a major barrier for Canadian lumber entering the U.S. market, making it more expensive and less competitive compared to American wood. This has led to delays and increased costs for U.S. builders and homebuyers. President Trump has argued that these measures are necessary to protect American jobs and ensure a level playing field for U.S. workers. He claims that without such action, American industries would continue to suffer from unfair foreign competition. The tariffs are a key part of his administration's broader push to renegotiate trade deals in America's favor, aiming to secure better terms and stronger protections for U.S. industries. For years, U.S. lumber companies have lobbied for stronger protection, arguing that Canadian imports have caused significant harm to their businesses. They point to mill closures and job losses as evidence of the need for government intervention. Industry leaders warn that without tariffs, even more U.S. mills could be forced to close, putting thousands of American jobs at risk and devastating local economies that depend on the lumber trade. The administration's response is a direct answer to these industry concerns, aiming to support domestic producers and address what they see as unfair trade practices. In this way, the tariffs serve both as a negotiating tool in ongoing trade talks and as a protective shield for American producers, helping them compete on more equal footing. The stakes are high for both sides of the border. Canadian producers face shrinking access to their largest export market, while American builders worry about rising costs and supply shortages. As the trade battle over wood intensifies, uncertainty looms for workers, businesses, and consumers on both sides, making this dispute a critical issue in North American trade relations. Canada has responded forcefully to the new U.S. tariffs. Officials in Ottawa call the duties unfair and harmful to both countries. Canada's trade minister insists the tariffs are unjustified and will hurt American consumers as well. The government is backing its lumber industry with a $1.2 billion aid package. This support will help companies weather the tariffs and seek new markets. Canada is also challenging the duties at the World Trade Organization and under NAFTA's dispute process. The government is confident in its legal case, citing past victories. Canada is now working to diversify lumber exports, reducing reliance on the U.S. market. The message is clear. Canada won't back down and is prepared for a long fight. Legal and economic strategies are both in play. The trade standoff is escalating. U.S. homebuilders are facing a crisis as lumber tariffs drive up costs. Lumber is essential for new homes, so higher prices mean more expensive construction. The National Association of Home Builders warns that tariffs will directly impact the housing market. Builders must pass these costs to buyers, making new homes thousands of dollars more expensive. This risks slowing sales and stalling construction. The timing is especially bad. America is already facing a housing shortage and record-high prices. Builders may delay or cancel projects, worsening the shortage. Small builders are hit hardest, but even large firms feel the squeeze. The entire industry is clouded by uncertainty. Higher lumber costs threaten to stall new developments nationwide. The tariffs have put home builders in a tough spot. The housing market's future is at risk. Lumber tariffs mean higher home prices, plain and simple. When the cost of a key building material like lumber goes up, it doesn't just affect one part of the process. It sets off a chain reaction that touches every corner of the housing market. Builders can't absorb the cost, so buyers pay more. The increased expense gets passed directly to the people looking to purchase a new home, making each project more expensive from the ground up. This makes homeownership less affordable, especially for first-time buyers. Many young families and individuals already struggle to save for a down payment, and now, higher prices put their dreams even further out of reach. The price hike won't just hit new homes, it will ripple through the entire housing market. As new builds become more expensive, the value of existing homes rises too, since buyers start looking for alternatives. As new homes get pricier, demand for existing homes rises, pushing their prices up too. This increased competition can lead to bidding wars, making it even harder for average families to secure a home. The result? Housing costs climb for everyone. Monthly payments, property taxes, and even rent can all increase as the market adjusts to higher prices. First-time buyers are especially vulnerable, often priced out of the market. Many are forced to delay buying, rent longer, or move to less desirable areas, changing their life plans. This could slow home sales and stall a key driver of the U.S. economy. Fewer transactions mean less work for realtors, contractors, and local businesses that depend on a healthy housing market. States with booming construction like Texas, Florida, and California will feel the impact most. These regions rely on steady growth to fuel jobs and local economies, so any slowdown can have wide-reaching effects. Builders in these areas rely on affordable lumber to meet demand. When prices spike, projects can be delayed or even canceled, putting pressure on everyone involved. The tariffs threaten to slow construction in America's fastest-growing regions. This means fewer new homes, longer wait times, and even higher prices for those still searching. The dream of homeownership is slipping further out of reach. For many, what once seemed possible now feels unattainable, leading to frustration and disappointment. The entire market feels the strain. From buyers and sellers to builders and communities, everyone is affected by the ripple effect of rising lumber costs. The housing market is already under pressure from rising interest rates and record prices. Lumber tariffs could be the tipping point, threatening to halt growth or trigger a downturn. The housing sector is vital to the U.S. economy, supporting jobs and consumer spending. When the market slows, job losses and reduced spending follow. The uncertainty from tariffs makes it hard for builders to plan and buyers to commit. Both sides may pause, risking a market standstill. The American dream of homeownership is at risk for many. High prices, rising rates, and tariffs are making it harder to buy a home. If this trend continues, homeownership rates could fall and inequality could grow. The market's stability is in jeopardy. The consequences could be long-lasting. The housing sector is on edge. The stakes have never been higher. Homebuilding leaders and economists are united in their concern. The National Association of Home Builders calls the tariffs a gut punch to affordability. They urge the administration to negotiate with Canada, not escalate the trade war. Economists warn that uncertainty and high prices could stall the market. Nervous buyers may delay purchases, reducing demand. Tariffs push prices up while demand drops, a dangerous mix. More homes could sit unsold, forcing sellers to cut prices. Widespread price cuts signal a cooling market and hurt homeowners' equity. Experts fear a chain reaction that destabilizes the entire sector. The consensus tariffs are a risky gamble with the U.S. economy. Negotiation and stability are needed for a healthy market. The call for diplomacy is growing louder. The future of the U.S.-Canada lumber dispute is uncertain. Canada is supporting its industry and fighting tariffs in court, signaling a long standoff. Legal battles at the WTO could take years, keeping tariffs in place. The National Association of Home Builders urges renewed negotiations for a new lumber agreement. Such a deal could stabilize prices and restore predictability. For now, the market faces ongoing volatility and high costs. Builders, buyers, and sellers are left in limbo, unable to plan. The longer the dispute drags on, the greater the damage to both economies. The American dream of homeownership is now more expensive and uncertain. Both nations are digging in for a prolonged fight. The hope for a quick, sensible solution is fading. The path forward remains clouded by conflict and risk.